This is a matchup we've been waiting for. Conference rivals who don't like each other very much, and heightened intensity here because both teams come in ranked in the top 10. This is Austin, Texas, and Darrell K. Royal Stadium, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see, one of the top teams in this conference, the UCLA Bruins, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get right to the action. Longhorns will kick this deep to get us going. And the return starts just inside the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. Handoff here from the shotgun. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Early in the season, Greg, I think you can sense both these teams realize there's a lot to play for, a lot at stake for their seasons, and they're just kind of settling into this game.
Well, just look at the atmosphere today. It's almost playoff-like out there. Both these teams understand what a win could do for them, and the intensity is jacked up out on the field. We'll see if the defense stays in zone after that big play, or if they can change things up on this drive and get a little bit more aggressive.
Offense moving to a bunch formation. Dropping back. It's Iamaleava. And he dumps it off to the tight end. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. On the run here. Let's it go. Sophomore trying to make a play, but put too much on the throw. Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Looking to throw it again. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Gosh, Chris, I just love this atmosphere. The home field advantage on full display. The defense flying around with energy. Nice job there on that 3rd down of using the energy from the crowd to make that stop.
And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on the opening drive from their own territory. 4th down. He's throwing for it. Grab near the sticks. It's Matthews. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the 1st down.
That's why you practice and work on these routes. When you get to a 4th down, you trust the receiver to run not only a good route, but know exactly where he needs to go to be able to get the distance for that 1st down.
And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain. And they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well. Trying to bait this defensive line to believing they have a shot to get to the quarterback on the pass. Instead, they recognize screen right away, make a really nice play for lost yardage.
The 8th play of this opening drive, but it's 3rd and long. To throw, it's Iamaleava. Pass caught. That's enough for a first down. This offense set up in scoring position at the 40.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big third down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. And now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
Play action here on first down. He's running out of time here. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
This is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and a rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
That sack sets up a second down and very long. Gets rid of it on the move. Finds his man. It's Matthews. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
This defense has got to be aware of these quick throws to these wide receivers. They're lucky he didn't come up with more yards.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. And he'll drop back here on third down. Receiver makes the grab. Now here he goes. Touchdown, Bruins. Way too much speed in that play. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch. And this defense just unable to corral him.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. The defense with more pre-snap movement. Takes the ball, tries the right side here. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. They'll change the pre-snap look now. To throw, it's Manning. Tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion.
Chris, it's so much fun to watch the athleticism at the wide receiver position nowadays. The ability to make plays on the outside is extraordinary. And they bring a certain toughness, too, that catches my eye.
Shotgun formation here on third down. Snags a quick throw. And that will pick up the first down. They'll spot it at 38.
Well, when you play zone defense on third down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the first down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
There's the handoff. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the second and third down coming up.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Makes a quick grab. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Off the play fake on first down. He escapes the pocket. Makes the catch. It's Baxter. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Hey, they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Getting set. Here's second down. They keep him off balance with a run. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And then first down, right back to the running game. Motors all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Heck of a job here on that combination block to open this hole up. You know, when you have 5 blockers that can work as one unit, that's as good as there is in college football and a very underrated aspect of any great team.
And they tack on the extra point. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Back to throw. It's Iamaleava. Quick throw to the left. Oh, he makes the catch. Breaks into the clear. Crosses the 10. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Here comes a handoff. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
A gain makes it second and medium. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Can he get there on the ground? Breaks loose at the 45. He's in the clear. And he finally goes out of bounds after a huge gain on the ground. Nice play.
And this guy is as fast as there is in college football. It's so much fun to watch him when he gets out in space with room to go. And you just know the home crowd is loving this.
Looking to scramble. Going to try to use his legs here. Tries to get to the marker with his legs, but comes up a little short on the scramble.
Hey, if nothing else is there, good decision by this quarterback to be able to pick up some positive yards. I'd rather see him do that than force the ball into coverage. Good heads-up play.
Looking downfield, it's Manning. Moves left out of the pocket. Slides to avoid the big hit.
I really like this call by this offense on second and short. Looking to maybe take a shot downfield. Nobody is open, so instead, he's able to just tuck it, run, and pick up a nice first down.
The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. They'll run it from the gun. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Keeping it on the ground here. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. On third down, he drops to throw. The pass rush closing in. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
I just love the fact he doesn't take a sack here. In fact, I'm sure he can imagine hearing his coach saying it's third down, do not take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't quite get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yards.
The offense stays on the field, of course. It's fourth down and inches. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
That's where you tip your cap to the offensive line. Fourth down and inches, simple call, quarterback sneak, but a nice surge there up front by the big boys to give the quarterback plenty of room to pick up that first.
He'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Man, it's first and goal. You're thinking about trying to score. You're looking at positive yards, and instead, you're going backwards. That's going to set up a very important second down call here.
Backed up to the 5-yard line now for second and goal. Looking to score, they'll run it to the right side. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texas.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Extra point splits the uprights. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And the coverage team able to bring him down. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. Back to throw. It's Iamaleava. Short throw complete to the tight end. And that broken tackle will earn him first down yardage.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Finally, they get him. A great tackle by the cornerback. Not easy with that size difference. Not much of a gain there, Kirk. The defense paying close attention to the tight end.
Yeah, really good coverage that time. They're aware of exactly where he is on the field. They took him away completely. I gave him a completion, but not many yards. Good job of picking up some big yards for the first down by UCLA. And Chris, boy, they have had some great backs over the years, and this back's living up to it. Think about Maurice Jones-Drew, Jonathan Franklin, Skip Hicks, Deshaun Foster, and believe it or not, some people forget about this, but Jackie Robinson, known for his days of playing with the Dodgers, he got it started at UCLA as a running back himself.
Offense behind the 6 now on second and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Defense is coming after him. Catch is made down the middle. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the plus 40.
Well, the quarterback has just too much time against this zone. There's not enough pressure. It's allowing him to sit back and pick apart this zone defense.
Defense looking to bring heavy pressure here. And looking to throw now on first down. Escapes the pocket. He'll avoid a tackle there with a slide.
This is what I really love about this quarterback. Looks downfield. Everybody's covered. Instead of just throwing this ball away, he's got the athletic ability to make this defense pay for it by picking up some good yards.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
Well, if it hasn't been made abundantly clear by now, they want to get the ball downfield to this guy. That was almost his second touchdown alone here in the first half.
After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. Scanning the field, it's Iamaleava. Looks left and finds his target there. It'll go down after a nice pickup on the play. That'll be a first down.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
The Bruins are going to cash in here in the red zone. Second down, we're going to throw it. Pressure is coming. He'll step out of bounds. Defense keeps that to a very short gain.
Well, he was close to getting to that corner and picking up some big yards, but the defense does a good job of getting him out of bounds.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Quarterback in the shotgun here on third down. QB to the tight end for a completion. And he's tackled just short of that first down marker. Good job by the defense.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this fourth down and short.
They need a yard here on fourth down to keep this drive alive. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Moves out of the pocket. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
You know, this is what makes this quarterback so hard to defend. Of course, you want to take away his throwing game, take away his receivers, but then he uses his legs to pick up a first down. This defense is going to have to make some adjustments. Be aware of him scrambling for big yards.
And he finds his tight end for the catch. Brought down at the 3 after the completion. The offense really threatening now.
Boy, tight windows is always down here. They have trust in throwing it. You just have to be smart.
Let's see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. That's a design quarterback keeper. Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute timeout. Set up now at the 2-yard line. Can they score here on a third down play? QB keeper all the way. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Bears.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. From the shotgun, handoff inside. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there. The Longhorns come up to the line in a hurry-up. Dropping back. It's Manning. Caught quickly. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down. Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. Offense will keep it on the ground here. And that's a solid gain before the defense is able to bring him down.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this second down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Heading left after the handoff. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Well, that's just being crafty right here by this quarterback. It's not there. You pick up what you can and stay ahead of the chains. And who knows, do this enough, they'll have to start spying on this quarterback, which could open up some passing lanes that weren't there before.
Taking a deep shot here to the right. Oh, it's picked off. What a play.
Well, they're rewarded for going to this nickel package, getting more awareness on the field with that fifth defensive back, and a nice job of coming up with this interception.
And the drive will begin backed up at their own 10-yard line. Looking to throw it on first down. Grab down the middle. It's Thomas.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
To the air. It's Iamaleava. Fires it to the wideout. He makes the grab. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Now the receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver. Gets the separation. And at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Bringing pressure. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. The pocket breaking down. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Bruins will kick it deep to begin the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. First play of the drive now from the 25. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. Gets the first and still running. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Well, this is exactly where you find out what you're made of as a team. When you're trailing coming out of the half, how do you respond? Well, we know how this running back's going to respond. What a statement to get this second half started.
First down here for this offense. And now the handoff. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Ball handed off. First down, looking for more now. Now here he goes. It's a huge gain down to the 16 in one play. They've suddenly become a threat to score.
Well, you can just feel the home crowd standing on their feet when this running back had a chance to start to accelerate downfield. They know exactly what this guy is capable of doing and that he can flat out go. He took off on that one.
On the run, it's Baxter. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Looking to pass. It's Manning. It's a quick grab. Tackle at the 8 after the completion.
As we all know, Chris, red zone leads to tight windows. A lot of times you just get what you can get. Likely grateful this went forward to help this upcoming third down call.
Offense facing a third down now. They can still get a first down without scoring. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Met kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
They look to throw it here on second down. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
Offense will try to convert a third and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. To the air. It's Iamaleava. Receiver makes the catch. That'll pick up a first down out of the 37.
That's a great feeling when your quarterback can make a throw that keeps the drive alive. Not as good as a touchdown, but it's a lot better than having to trot over to the sideline waiting for your turn to get another chance.
That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. So second down after the incompletion. Back to throw again. Looking deep downfield to the left. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's third down.
Now the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the first half that they could take advantage of. They come out early and try to hit it for a big one.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Finds his target, and it's complete. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
The ball is loose, and the defense comes up with the football.
Being upset at the ball carrier for coughing up the ball, but let's not ignore how big of a hit that was. Sometimes you just have to give credit to the defender for making a great play.
Now, it looks like the head coach made a smart move in that challenge. Officials are going to overturn their previous ruling after getting a look at that replay. Offense getting set. It's second down. They'll run it here. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Third down after that running play. Dropping back. It's Iamaleava. On the move now. Wide open downfield. They stop him after a big gain. Move the ball to the 26. That last catch, Kirk, puts him over 150 receiving yards in the game. Let's start checking the record books. This guy's making a push.
Yeah, it really doesn't matter what the defensive coordinator calls, whether they play man, whether they play zone. The quarterback has been able to find this guy all day long for such a huge day.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. With the catch, it's Thomas. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion.
Wow, they get positive yards here. I have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
Fans of the defense got to be frustrated. The offense cannot be stopped here. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And just a short gain this time, they're able to get him down.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
It's 3rd down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
I don't mind this aggressive approach here by the offensive coordinator, taking a shot downfield on 3rd down. Now you can either kick the field goal or still have a chance to go for it.
Bad coach keeps the punt team on the sidelines for 4th down. Looking to throw. It's Iamaleava. Quick throw to the left side. But it's incomplete. A 4th down stop. Turnover on downs.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this 4th down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. Here's the handoff. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held them just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. The receiver grabs it. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's 3rd down. An inside give now from the shotgun. Tackle is made, but that's good for a 1st down to the 47.
Well, Chris, to me, the defense looks like they're dropping back in zone coverage, worried about a pass play here on 3rd down. Instead, the offense elects to run the ball, catches them off guard, and it's good enough for a 1st down.
Longhorns pick up 1st down yardage to keep the drive going. On the run, it's Gibson. He's brought down, but not before crossing midfield of the 42. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. On 1st down, they'll keep their running game churning. And the tackle is made as time runs out in the 3rd quarter. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. On the run here, lets it go. Grab near the sticks. It's Baxter. Loose ball, a scramble for it. The defense scoops it up.
That's a great play by the defender who... the fumble, but let's also recognize the heads-up play from the guy who recovered it. They were in the right place, just the right time.
So the challenge doesn't work. That'll cost the head coach a timeout. We'll see if that comes into play later in the ballgame. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. The offense bracing here for a heavy blitz. Back to pass. It's Iamaleava. Running out of time in the pocket. What a catch! Brought down, but not before he picks up the first down. Nice game.
Well, how about this aggressive approach by this offense? They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and these guys are continuing to throw the football. I think the offense coordinator understands that he can't allow his team to get too comfortable or complacent, even with having a lead here in the fourth.
He escapes the pocket. Swarmed by the pass rush. A sack.
A lot of times we get caught up, Chris, in the one-on-one battles with the receivers and the DBs. Here's a great example of up front, the offensive line and the defensive line. Who wins that battle? This time the defense wins it, and they get the sack.
These big guys up front will have to regroup now. It's 2nd and 14. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Lets it go quickly. Wide open downfield. Breaks into the clear. Touchdown, Bruins. That's how you finish a play.
Well, another touchdown pass for this quarterback. Multiple scores on the day. He is in total control of this offense right now, and the defense just doesn't have an answer.
And the point after is good. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. In the first play of the drive now from the 25. Takes the handoff and he'll head left. Breaking free at the 35. He's in the clear. And he steps out of bounds, but a solid gain there on the ground. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
They finally make the stop with the offense threatening down. First down to the 27.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
That's a strong run. Keeps the drive going. First down now. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. The Longhorns hustle to the line to run the hurry up.
That's a really good run by this offense. And, Chris, here they go. Up-tempo offense looking for a first down.
Looking to pass. It's Manning. It is intercepted. Now he's bringing it back. Inside the 40. The 20. Crosses the 10. Touchdown, UCLA. A huge defensive score.
Well, it's just something freeing when you have this kind of lead and you can just turn the defense loose. Getting aggressive pays off for them here. They get the interception, and what athletic ability there to take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. In the first play of the drive now from the 25. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Anytime the offense can have any kind of success stretching the defense horizontally, puts the defense in a really tough spot. They'll have to adjust to these types of motion plays going forward, because the more the offense can stretch you out, the more they can hit those vertical seams.
The junior able to bring him down quickly.
And the defense is all over the option on this play. That play didn't have a chance from the beginning.
Critical third down play for this offense right here. Can he make it to the marker? They stop him behind the line. That'll set up fourth down now.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
The offense stays on the field down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. They've got him, but they convert on fourth down, and the drive keeps going.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
He's running out of time here. Slides down will avoid the tackle. The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, in which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Incompletion makes it second down. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking downfield. It's Manning. Quick throw over the middle. Oh, what a grab! They finally tackle him after a huge chunk play. Moves the ball to the 12.
Okay, here they go. Big first down, good pickup, and they are off and running.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Brought down at the 7. The completion moves him closer to the goal line. Looking to throw again. And he can't hold on right in his hands, and he dropped it.
Yet another incomplete pass, and this offense simply hasn't accomplished anything at all through the air today. Time is of the essence now, and a comeback seems improbable to me.
Ball handed off. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a first and goal. Longhorns will crank up the tempo. They'll try to run it in on first and goal. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. All right, it's second down and goal now for this offense. And it's incomplete. Just missed the wide receiver there.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
They break the huddle on third and goal. Field goal doesn't do much good here.
Black 24. Black 24. Green 25.
And they're trying to punch it in here. And he muscles into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Chris, you think this guy, when he went to bed last night at the team hotel, thought he would score not 1, not 2, but 3 rushing touchdowns in one game? What a day.
Empty set as they try for the 2-point conversion. Back to pass. It's Manning. And it's picked off in the end zone. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. On the hands team does their job and secures the recovery.
Well, it's a great job by the hands team. Expecting the onside kick in position, they were dialed in and pounced on the football.
Leaning on the run game here late. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. 2nd down and 11. Handoff here from the shotgun. He's got room to run. Past the 30. They finally stop him. It's a huge gain down to the 23.
Boy, this offense's execution has been on point all game long, but especially in this 4th quarter. They're getting better and better, and this defense seems to have just quit out there.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. We'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Makes the 1st down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end. Well, this is a performance, Kirk, in a big showdown game late in the season. Tough competition to show what you're about. And they've made the clutch plays, and they got to be considered a serious contender going forward now.
Yeah, we've said this really all year. Obviously, it's not about how you start. It's about how you finish. And these guys have been on a mission since day one. They're going to be a real problem in the next few weeks as we get the playoff off the ground.
And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Coming up, 2nd down and goal. Looking to score with a run to the right. And he busts into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears.
You know, some people get really upset when you run up the score like this, but for most of the players out there, I think they get it. When you're ahead, you want to win by 100, and when you're behind, you just want it to end.
Automatic on the PAT. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. The first play of the drive now from the 25. To throw, it's Manning. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
It's just so hard in these late game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that underneath throw, hoping you burn the clock as you go.
So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough 3rd and long situation. Tries the right with a quick throw. Oh, he makes the catch. Tackle made to the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. The receiver makes the catch. He shreds the tackle. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Boy, it's another incompletion. It's just something's missing with this offense. Cannot quite get into sync. And now we got another 4th down for this quarterback.
Offense facing 3rd and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough 4th down decision? Looking for his big tight end. He makes the grab. The Longhorns will come to the line to crank up the tempo. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. That's the 3rd pick tonight thrown by this QB. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost him.
It's victory formation. The quarterback will kneel down. This is an impressive performance. They played a good football team here today, Kirk, but they just